the olden days, stories were told about God, not about Ananu the spider. One day, Ananu felt a very strong desire to have stories told about him. So he went to God and said,
"Dear God, I want to have your stories told about me."
And God said,
"My dog Ananu, to have stories told about you is very cray-cray. If you want it, you can has it, but you first have to bring me a swarm of bees, a live python, and a leopard, the king of forest himself."
Ananu went away and sat down and thought. For 3 whole days he sat and thought. Then he got up, smiling, and took a huge calabash with a lid. He put some honey in his calabash, set it on his head, and walked into the forest. He came to a place where a swarm of bees was hovering over some branches. Then he took the calabash off his head, opened the lid, and started saying loudly to himself while looking into the calabash,
"They can fill it, they can't fill it, they can fill it, they can't fill it."
The bees heard him and asked,
"Ananu, what are you talking about?"
and Ananu said,
"Oh, it would be nothing if it were not for the foolish friend of mine. We had an argument. I said that, despite the honey in the calabash, there is still enough space for the makers of the honey to go in the calabash. But he said you are too many, that you cannot go inside the space that is left. I say you can fill it. He says you cannot."
Then the leader of the bees said,
"Ho, that is easily proved. We can go inside."
so he flew into the calabash, and all the bees flew in after him. As soon as they were all inside, Ananu clapped the lid onto the calabash very tightly and took the calabash to God. He said,
"I have brought you the thing, the swarm of bees."
and God looked inside the calabash and said,
"I, Ananu, were the python and leopard."
Ananu went away into the forest and cut a long stick from a branch of a tree. He scraped all the bark off this stick so that it became a long white pole. Then he went deeper into the forest, carrying the pole and shouting to himself,
Hold on. "It is longer than he. It is not longer than he. It is longer than he. It is not longer than he."
Now the python, who was very proud of his length, for which he was feared throughout the forest, was lying down, curled up and resting. When he saw Ananu, he said,
"What are you talking about, Ananu?"
and Ananu said,
"Oh, it is nothing but an argument I had with a very ignorant and foolish friend of mine. Do you know that when I told him you are longer than this stick, from the black mark to the other end, he refused to believe me and said the stick is longer than you. I say you are longer. He says you are not."
The python growled and said,
"What? There is nothing in the world longer than I. As for that stick, bah, I shall soon show you who is longer."
So saying, Python stretched himself beside the stick, pulling his head on the black mark. Ananu said,
"To be sure I get the correct length by which you exceed the stick, let me tie you closely to the stick so you won't wiggle and seem shorter."
so Ananu tied Python firmly to the stick. But as soon as Ananu had finished doing so, he lifted the stick onto his shoulders and said,
Hold on. Okay. "Now, my friend, we will go on a little journey.
Then he took the python to God and said,
I
I
have
have brought you this.
I have brought you the second thing, the python."
And God looked at the long pole with its burden and said,
"I, Ananu, but we still have the leopard to give me."
Ananu went away and dug a deep pit in the forest on Leopard's path and covered the pit with sticks and leaves.
"That's mine."
Leopard, who was going hunting for his food, soon came along the trail and fell into the pit. He was trapped and couldn't get out. Ananu soon appeared as if by chance and said,
Hey, is this King Leopard himself? Well, 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 but if I am kind enough to bring my family to help me get you out of this pit, you will reward us by eating us all."
Dog, how could you talk like that, Ananu? How could I do such a thing after you saved my life? I promise that if you give me out, no leper will ever eat a spider again.
And Ananu said,
All right, I believe you. I will call my family to help get you out of this pit.
so Ananu brought his family and also a heavy stick and a lot of rope. He threw the stick into the pit and jumped in after it. And he told Leopard, where are we?
Oh, all right. I believe you. I will call my family. Oh, wait. Since you are so heavy, we will have to hoist you out with this stick and some ropes.
So Leopard took hold of the stick between his forepaws. Ananu tied his first two front paws to the stick, and then his two hind paws all very firmly. Then his family hoisted them both out of the pit. But as soon as they came out, Ananu jumped off and grabbed the tail end of the pole. He told Leopard,
Now we will go and visit someone you know.
so saying, he dried the stick with its blow to God and said,
I have brought you Leopard, king of the forest himself.
and God looked at Ananu and said,
You did good, Ananu. You achieved the impossible. You deserve a story told about you. So from today I decree that stories were once told about me shall be told about you.
and that is why stories are told about Ananu as